Unim so maimu. Parties ya to abatimi MP ye mienu pe.
Yeah, for now, yes, NDC MPP.
Precisely 2016, 2020. Yeah. Parties mienu. Ubetimi akwatran ba bi say oh ye electoral reforms. Now the party no baako. Ene mfiafia ho akokan bom say oh yeah electoral reforms. Now they are behind their elections. The elections no dey babe. Anything that make us say nsemo a wo mutititi ma dwaye kika no nyina no. Enya nsemo a eba so o man mu. So obi e na dwen say sa abato obo na iwe ne e betena ho ama asan ba bie mu a. Any on say send the notes. They should change their notes.
Did you hear what he said? He said, "Sansem no moke kana omote embai dwaye." Ew. Bush talk. Johnson Asiedu Nketia. 21st century. Bigotry against women. They are in the women's bathrooms. Because the electoral commissioner is a woman. This is a very serious matter that I expect the NDC women to take it up. Did you see the expression on his face, his body language, talking about omote embai dwaye? Women's bathroom. That's how you treat women in this country at this time because you have a problem with Jean Mensah? That is terrible. That's my concern tonight. Because we don't have to allow such bigotry to go on. Johnson Asiedu Nketia, the one who gave birth to you is not a woman who gave birth to you. Don't you have a daughter? You sit on radio and you use such bigoted terms in chauvinism against women. Because the electoral commissioner is a woman, you have a problem with her. Didn't John Dramani Mahama appoint a woman as electoral commissioner? The least you could, Johnson Asiedu Nketia must apologize for this. And Professor Jean Mensah, you are the running mate of John Mahama for the election. You're a woman. Nana Oyelitha, you're a former minister. You're a woman. You heard Johnson Asiedu Nketia. He said, why didn't he say Mbai Dry? Why is he talking about women in such derogatory manner? That's it. That's what he said. They are sitting in women's bathroom. What is women's bathrooms? And saying are not the thing that will happen. The things they are saying are not the things that will happen. He says they are sitting in women's bathroom. Johnson Asiedu Nketia, this is bigotry against women. Why didn't you say men's bathroom? How can you even do that? How can you say something like that as a general secretary of a party? Already you have been derelict in your duty. You are worried about being derelict. Apologize and fix the system. You people are talking about fix the country. Fix your NDC results coalition something. Fix it. Ben Kumbo is asking you to do it. Do it. And if you won't do it, don't come and publish bigotry against women. So Omakotina Mbai Dwaye, referring to Jean Mensah as a woman. Why? Haven't we come far from that in this country? Our president has been given an award for gender something. J.A. Kufuor was the first president who appointed a woman to be our Chief Justice. You remember that? Professor Mills was the first president who appointed a woman to be our Speaker of Parliament. You remember that? Professor Mills was the same person who appointed a woman to be our first Attorney General, the Leonard Betty Moldidrisu. You remember that? Nana Akufo-Addo continued in that state. John Dramani Mahama was the first person who appointed a woman to be our electoral commissioner. Nana Akufo-Addo continued in that state. We have come this far, and Johnson Asiedu Nketia, the general secretary of the NDC, is publishing chauvinistic bigotry against women because you don't like Jean Mensah. This is the lowest, general secretary. This is your lowest. This is the lowest that you can ever get. To publish such bigotry against women. Omakotina Mbai Dwaye, they go and sit in women's bathrooms. What is the meaning of that? What kind of talk is that? It's sexist, it's genderist, it's crass, my favorite word. It is indeed crass. What kind of talk is this from a general secretary of the NDC who has already checked his responsibility? I'm talking about it. He's talking about electoral commission. So he leaves the NDC not to attend the electoral commission IPAC meeting where they're talking about electoral reforms, just to cover his shame. All Johnson Asiedu Nketia is doing is to cover his shame. He got the NBC to do a press conference today. We covered it live. We saw it. All of that is to cover his shame. Pull down the veil. We are going to pull down the veil and look at his face and tell him in his face that, General, take your salute, but you have been derelict in your duty, and withdraw those words of chauvinism and sexism against women because we have come far. Because the person who gave you life is a woman. And you have a daughter. And your daughter may give life to other people. And the person who gave all of us life is a woman. Gender chauvinism is gone. We believe that it was gone from the time that every president comes and is talking about women. Today, KK Sapon, the managing director of GMPC, was talking about the fact that the president should ensure that the boss that he's about to appoint will have a lot of women. Because we are growing as a country. John Dramani Mahama was the first president who sought to give Ghana a female vice president. That is your candidate. He sought to give Ghana a female vice president in Professor Jean Mensah. The Ghanaian people didn't agree with it, but that's a start. Maybe one day we'll agree with it. And you sit on radio, and because you have been embarrassed and disgraced by your dereliction of duty, you say, you are referring to all the people who attended the IPAC meeting that they went to sit in women's bathroom because you are talking about Jean Mensah, that she's a woman. Really? But viewers, is that okay? Everybody thinks that's okay. I don't know. Do people think this is okay? Maybe I should open the phone lines and hear what people think about this comments by Johnson Asiedu Nketia. They go and sit in women's bathrooms. Bathroom. I really don't know what to say. Johnson, I said, these are the words that come out of your mouth when you sit on radio. As a general secretary of NDC, they go to women's bathroom. This is disgraceful. This is utter disgraceful. It should never happen. And I hope it doesn't happen in any other African country. Because these are the things the Europeans will look at us and say, look at how backward they are. Look at the general secretary of one of their important parties in Ghana. Look at the words he's using. If you were in England, Johnson said, I can assure you, if you were in England, tonight Sky News, ITN News, BBC News, they'll be talking about you. If you were in England, today will be your last day. You'll be called to resign from your position. If this comment was made in England, such a chauvinistic and bigoted comment against women, if this comment was made in England, I'm telling you, today, Asiedu Nketia, you'll be out. But you are lucky that you made it in Ghana. And we shouldn't call that luck, because Ghana should rise up to the occasion. For people like this who make this kind of comments, Alisa Hotel, that's where the meeting happened. That is in Bigotry for you. They went to ladies' because Jean Mensah is a woman and you don't like her. What kind of disgraceful comments is this? This is totally disgraceful. And I can assure, if this happened in America, today you'll be out, you'll be gone. If this happened in England, you'll be gone. If this happened in South Africa, you'll be gone. If this happened in New Zealand, you'll be gone. Ghana must rise up to the occasion and expunge people like that from the political leadership of our society. Bigotry against women. Your own candidate, John Dramani Mahama, was making Jean Mensah his running mate, so that if John Dramani Mahama won the election, we would have come another step to make another woman vice president. In fact, after the announcement of the vice president, the NDC's ratings went up because the woman thing was complicated and the MPP didn't know how to deal with it. Because it is people are beginning to understand that a woman must go, a country that makes women, give women important positions, is a successful country. And you sit down on radio, important radio, Johnson Asiedu Nketia, express such bigotry against women by calling the IPAC meeting that Jean Mensah called as occurring in a woman's bathroom. So disrespectful to women. Totally disrespectful. And I know Yelita, I know you well. I know that this will worry you. Please, even if you can't say it publicly, send a text to Johnson Asiedu Nketia that this was bad. Send a text to him that this was bad. I know some of the women in this. Betty Moldridrisu, I know you well. Former Attorney General, I know that this will worry you. Even if you can't say it publicly, maybe you shouldn't say it publicly. Send a text to Johnson Asiedu Nketia that this was very bad. This is terrible. He shouldn't talk like that. Who raised him like that? Who told him that's how to talk as a leader? Talk about women in this way? Jean Mensah, Professor, I know this will worry you. Send a text to Asiedu Nketia. Tell him that this is wrong. I have my own problem with him. That's okay. I don't mind. I don't even think I have a problem with him. That's fine. No problem. Nothing to do with me. But this one, the one who gave birth to him is a woman. Nana Kunedo Ajiman Rollins, I know this will totally outrage you. Get your people to send him a text that you can't call a meeting called by Jean Mensah. I think this is crass. Totally crass. I can't even say it. I am mortified by something like that. It's terrible. And it's not an exaggeration. It is indeed terrible. You don't respect women because of the pressure on you. You couldn't declare your results. You couldn't collate your results even though the taxpayer had paid for it. Because of the pressure on you, you go to Jean Mensah and you want to throw insults at her. And this is what you say, that the IPAC meeting was called in Bigotry. What? I mean, this is when I heard it, I was mortified. I sent it to other journalists. Have you seen this thing? Then they sent me back, which one? I said, listen. Then they say, did he really say that? I don't want to mention the names of the journalists I sent to. They say, oh, but is that what he said? That's what he said. That the meeting happening, we will not accept it. You are just embarrassed. Pull down the veil. Face the music. Deal with it. Say that, I'm sorry, I apologize, whatever. Say it. And stop talking about peripheral issues that are not germane to the questions that are being called upon your leadership. We are calling questions against your leadership, Asiedu Nketia. This one is bad. Very, very, very bad. And for all the women whose names I've mentioned, NDC women. Oh, I forgot. Abla Jifa Gomashi. I know you. I know your ex-husband well. I know that this will outrage you. MP for K2 South. I know that this will outrage you. Send a text to Asiedu Nketia. Tell him that this was his lowest. To say about Jean Mensah and the IPAC meeting that it occurred at Bigotry is his lowest. Abla Gomashi. Please, send it to him. And all of the important women in the NDC, all of the important women, the national organizer, the women's organizer, Hannah Bisiu, I know you. I know this will outrage you. Send a text to Asiedu Nketia and tell him that we don't like that. You can do anything. You can say anything about me. Lotto forecaster, village Lotto forecaster. You can say all that about me. It's okay. But don't do bigotry against women. We have crossed that path since President Kufuor, and even since Kwame Nkrumah, who promoted women in Nkrumah, left seats and said, let these seats be contested for by women. Kwame Nkrumah did that in the 1960s. 60 years after the fact, Asiedu Nketia is taking us back with such moribund comments about women. I have no basis to confirm this. But I know that Asiedu Nketia's small problem is that we have heard from Grapevine that John Dramani Mahama, the NDC presidential candidate for 2020 and former president, has at this stage withdrawn his support for Asiedu Nketia's bid for the general secretaryship. John Mahama has put his support in another person, the former MP for K2 South. Go and find the name. We all know him. The former MP for K2 South. I understand that is where John Dramani Mahama's button now is. He's no longer with Asiedu Nketia. This may be part of the reason why he is doing that, but that's gossip. I have said it is gossip. Don't hold me responsible for it. I don't know whether it's true or not. It is gossip I'm sharing with you. It is in the category of gossip. I don't know. But this is what we have picked up. That John Mahama has now withdrawn his support from Asiedu Nketia. The support is gone to another person. That may be why Asiedu Nketia is all over the place. But he still needs to apologize for the sexist, gender, biased, chauvinistic comments.